Hello, welcome to World of Floorcraft. I'm Nelson Rose. This is a question and answer clip, and I get questions periodically. I've put 4 of the latest ones together, and the questions we've had for this clip are: can you practice without a partner? So can you practice partner dancing without a partner? And the answer to that is yes. Often it's more useful for guys from the point of view of learning moves, because you can practice the moves, make sure you've got your part right, so that you can concentrate more on your lead when you do have a partner. For ladies, you can still practice the moves, but there's always the danger that you start anticipating when you freestyle. So from a lady's point of view, it's actually more useful to do things like practice. Strolls and stuff are great because they'll teach you steps. Practicing things like the Charleston we showed in our solo Charleston, again, that's useful because it means you're programming your body. Practicing spins, practicing styling, so things like what you're going to do with your spare arm, all really useful stuff. So yeah, you can practice when you're on your own. The only thing I would say is try not to have too many witnesses around, because dancing partner dancing without a partner tends to look quite special. So yeah, you want to avoid that one. Not the most flattering thing. So, next question. You've been looking at things online and getting confused because people are using the same words and appear to be meaning different things. So, terminology or moves that have names in one place and then they appear to have a completely different name somewhere else. And the simple thing is, lots and lots of moves have more than one name. So, if it looks like the same move, it's probably the same move. So things like a shoulder pull and a cleaver, for instance, are basically the same thing. However, terminology, I'm a fan of whenever you use terminology of actually defining it. So if I use a rock step, I like to say what a rock step is. If I say I'm turning the lady, it means I'm not letting go. If I'm spinning the lady, I'm letting go. Whereas in other places, turning and spinning mean different things. In fact, I've been in situations where I've had an instructor use turn to mean one thing, and in the same conversation use turn to mean something else. So he starts talking about things like turning his spins and spinning his turns, which isn't very helpful. So yeah, I like terminology to be defined, but you will find different things meaning different things in different places. I talked to a salsa instructor because he saw me doing something and I was saying, oh, it's a Susie Q. And he said, oh, that's interesting, because in salsa we have 3 different things we call a Susie Q. So yeah, terminology, not a massive fan. I much prefer things to be defined when you need them. How long does it take to learn? How long does it take to learn? I've seen people start from scratch, put a lot into it, and be a competent intermediate in 6 weeks. I've seen other people who do a little bit now and again, they're just dabbling, having some fun, and they haven't got to the same position that person got to in 6 weeks, even though they were dancing for 2 years plus. So you really do get out what you put in. So if you're practicing and you're getting better, I wouldn't worry about how fast or how long it takes. Everyone's different. Depends how many related skills you've got as well. So if you've learned 10 dances, learning the 11th one is a heck of a lot quicker than learning the first one. So yeah, I wouldn't put pressure on yourself. Just enjoy it. Oh, more advanced stuff, please. Someone's actually said they want us to do some trickier things, and I would be only too happy. It makes a lot of sense for us to teach some of the more basic things first, because it's going to be much easier to teach something like a first move Colombian variation if people already know how to do a first move. If people can do a first move Colombian, it's much easier to then teach them a first move Colombian seducer. So we don't really want to jump in with something hard and then have to teach 5 levels of stuff that have to be done to build up to it. So as we get more clips out there, we'll be able to do more layered things and do more advanced stuff. But that's a brilliant idea. I love the fact that people actually want that. And I think that's it for this set of questions. Thank you very much for watching World of Floorcraft. I'll be back with another Q&A next time I have a set of questions. Thank you very much for watching.